These are the mills. Paper mills. Paper mills at war. These are the mills of Kimberly-Clark. These are the people. Small town people. People from Main Street. People at war. These are the people of Kimberly-Clark. These are the people who put on uniforms to fight. Over 2,000 of them. These are the people who fight by working at home. Their story at war is a story of wood. Their story at war is one of pulp and cellulose wadding. It's a story as simple as a single sheet of white paper. A single piece of paper that may be destined to carry the most important military dispatch of the war. White paper, by the sheet, by the ton. And these are the people who turn it out. Turn out all important white paper for the Army, the Navy, paper for information, for military management, for messages, paper for books, for pamphlets, for training our fighting men. Yes, even for road signs in liberated countries. White paper made on machines. White paper counted by hand, carefully, quickly. Women at war. Women in production service. mobilized into a single unit with a single purpose, doing all they can to supply the vital needs of people at war abroad and people at home. Vital needs from wood pulp. Kleenex, for instance, a cellulose wadding product, going to the armed services in an endless stream and going too in large amounts to civilians. More and more Kleenex for war. Paper mills, war? It does sound a little strange. And yet, here is wood pulp that will eventually be made into Kimsol. Kimsol, a wadding material for the comfort of people at war, to help keep soldiers cool in the tropics and warm in the Arctic. Kimsol, 1,200 feet of it every minute. Great rolls of it for Army Quonset huts and other war housing needs. Layer after layer of it, stitched and compressed. And packed for shipment overseas. These are the people who make it. Make it carefully. Make it well. For these are people at war. From the same wood pulp that goes into the making of Kimsol, another equally important product of war is made, Kimpak. Kimpak in rolls, in sheets, in pads, backed or unbacked, thick or thin. Kimpak, a crepe cellulose wadding for protecting such precious cargoes in transit as instruments which may be injured by a slight jar. Delicate aircraft instruments. Fragile war material of all kinds. Yes, the Kimpak these workers turn out often may make the difference, the simple difference between success and failure of a bomber's mission. Remember the old saying, for want of a nail, the shoe was lost? Well, for the want of packing, a bomber may be lost. It takes people at machines, and it takes men to keep machines going in a paper mill at war. Maintenance men. Maintenance men who also make war products. The heavy-duty cargo winch, for example. Yes, and it takes power, too. Lots of it. And men to turn out that power. And along with the men and women at beaters, strippers, trimmers, and paper machines, along with the maintenance men and the men in the powerhouses, are the men of the War Products Division. No department, but a group of Kimberly-Clark men from different mills. Chemists, physicists, laboratory technicians, and field engineers. Fighters? Yes, indeed. These are the men who developed Kimsol, and Kimpak, who also took the resin scrap of another war products manufacturer and developed Kimpreg. Kimpreg, a paper for servicing selected war materials to make them stronger, more durable, more efficient. And from the same resin scrap, the War Products Division men developed Casolite, a laminating and molding paper. Paper to replace steel, aluminum, synthetic resin, and other critical materials in war products. Casetex, another War Products Division paper development. Casetex, to replace precious rubber and fabrics. Casetex for use in expendable war items that must be leak-proof, that must last. New ideas, new products from pulp. New uses for these products. That's the story of the War Products Division. Engineering and structural men. These are the men who share a large, dramatic part of the overall story of Kimberly-Clark at war. For these are the men who performed a production miracle, who converted a mill from making a product of peace in paper to making an intricate product of war in metal. A big job? Difficulties? Problems? Yes. And these are the men who licked them. In 7 fast-moving months, these men turned blueprints into Maxim machine gun mounts, transformed a wallpaper mill into an ordnance assembly plant, one of the amazing production conversions of this war. In 7 months, these men brought together 120 subcontractors, 5,000 people in 8 different states. More than 1,900 parts are needed to make a gun mount. 1,900 parts. Each one carefully stamped or machined, some to tolerances as close as 1/7 the width of a human hair. 120 different subcontractors in 8 states, supplying over 1,900 different parts, planned, worked out, and supervised by Kimberly-Clark engineering and structural men. 1,900 parts brought together and assembled in a wallpaper mill. And these are the people who do it. Old, experienced hands, new, learning hands, willing hands, important hands. Yes, these are the hands of people at war. Paper mill people, making a machine gun mount. A multiple gun anti-aircraft weapon. A fighting unit designed to fire so rapidly it can bring down a low-level bomber flying at a speed of 300 to 400 miles per hour. And to the Kim-Lark Ordnance Plant goes the coveted Army-Navy E Award, representing a nation's gratitude and recognition of its production efforts on the Maxim gun mount. The E pennant, truly a fitting reward to Kimberly-Clark and its people for the work and loyalty demonstrated in this picture. People, small town people, Main Street people, receiving the Armed Services' highest honor for outstanding production of necessary war material. Yes, these are the people who fight the war of production, whose unity, tireless energy, unselfish devotion have written and are continuing to write the glowing story of Kimberly Clark at war. Paper mills at war. Paper mills whose all-out effort for victory today points toward the promise of a greater tomorrow. A tomorrow of happiness. A tomorrow of prosperity. A tomorrow of lasting peace.